EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A big play there on the first play of the game. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Nix. And this is caught. Touchdown Broncos. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away, as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Ready. Black clock. 10 cycles.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. They had passed the 40 before he's out of bounds. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
First down, Saints.
On play action, they'll throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. He'll look to throw. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Kamara is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown.
And that is a great answer here offensively in this first quarter. You start the game flat, your defense gives up a quick touchdown, but you turn right around and take it down the field yourself quickly and finish with the touchdown run. This could be a game of offense. We've seen 2 sharp drives in the first few minutes.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 23 yards the pickup there.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll send Kirk in motion right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 43. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Looking to throw. Nix. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. What's good on the extra point? And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Olave with his first grab, and he also has a first down. Now back to throw. Caught. It's Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
First down, Saints.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going right back to Wilson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
They'll look to throw again. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. You can look at this Bronco defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And this is what we talk, game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Back to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 23. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Broncos 14, Saints 7.
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Fight. Ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 15. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. The Broncos at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Back to throw. Nix. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. Off play action. Nix. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now they'll change things up. Off the play fake. Nix. And one more time, here's Kirk. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Off play action. Nix. He's got his man in the crossing route. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And they sit now at 500 on the year. And, Charles, this was a team that really looked lost in that first month or so of the season. But they have had the hot hand lately, winning 3 straight.
I would agree. It's almost hard to believe that this is the same team because we followed them pretty closely throughout this season. And early on, I thought this is going to be a really tough year for this crew. So plenty of credit to them for turning the ship around.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down.
Red, cycle. 6, mega.
He'll drop to throw.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Here we go. Here we go. Huge yellow. Clawed red. Hut, hut.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Drill 3. Ready?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
He completes it to Olave.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Down. Striker. 3-3. 52 blaster. Black shot. Set.
Back to throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll set up a throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Green set. Right. 97.
Looking to throw.
2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Ready.
2nd and 10.
Cut.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game.
And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints are back within a score. A point after, good by Groupie.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nix. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing on 1st down. Nix. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. After 24 yards.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They're going to look to throw. Caught by Wilson. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Gets this one to Hill. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Locates Kamara on the out route.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Downfield, and he's got Olave.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to lose 17 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a second and forever.
Here we go, set.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Wilson's got it complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Here we go. Here we go.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
So on 4th down, on is Lou Hedley to punt for New Orleans.
Yeah, this is a high kick, but it's not going anywhere. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to keep the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. That's exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. They'll run again here with Robinson.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Off the play fake. Nix. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Back to throw. Nix.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Now he's loose down the middle of the field.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Off play action. Nix.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Nix.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Inside the 10.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something.
Heads up.
To make.
There he goes, left side. A huge play there for Denver. 45 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nix. That's out wide here for Robinson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. That is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Robinson is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That was a huge play on 3rd down, so now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
So give him 3 on that drive. And, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll drop to throw. Going right back to Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. Now back to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
In motion right is Wilson.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
The wide receiver, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Second down and 6 now.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw again. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Groupie able to add the PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away.
And running with power here.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
And they're on the 29-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down.
And one more time, here's Kirk.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Off the play fake. Nix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That third down conversion good for 23. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Robinson.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5. Back to throw. Nix. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard.
And my goodness, another interception. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Let's go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Baron Browning in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Robinson with another carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
No gain on the play.
To throw on 3rd down. Nix. And that is incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Quick, yellow.
Trying the left side with Kamara. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. The point after, good by Groupie. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Broncos 24.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Nix. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Looking to throw. Nix toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camp.